Welcome back, sinners. I must admit this video is being recorded in a little bit of a rush today. Only because I just really couldn't record it yesterday. I don't know what's come over me the last couple days. I've been in a bit of a funk, honestly. I think I've been looking at too much news, to be honest with you, because it's all just bad. Everywhere I look, it's just worse and worse, and honestly, it's made me a little bit morbid. And I'll be honest with you, it's getting a bit depressing, really. It's getting a bit tiring, and it's like... I'm not going to get into it, because I don't do politics here, but, man... Is anyone looking to marry someone to get them out of the UK? All I'm going to say is listen. I'll work out to fit the suit, you know what I mean? But no, seriously, I'll be honest, if I get the opportunity to get out of here, depending on where it is, I might just. But, to focus in a little bit on... I'll attempt to. I am trying to focus on stuff that isn't super depressing, but man, I'm struggling a bit. I actually am struggling a bit, because... it's all just really rough at the minute. It doesn't feel like there's a break. And it's like... it's not like things are generally good. So... I'm having a hard time getting a break from the shit. Has it super directly affected me yet? Not too much physically. I'm sure in a long distance way it's affected me, but I haven't noticed as much, but... it's gonna come eventually. You know? It's a question of when, not if. I mean, the online stuff will affect me. The BBC... there's all that I pushed the BBC, which... if you know anything about that disgusting group... ugh, no. God, no. And the fact that they aren't even willing to talk about it seriously, just, no. I don't get political, but man, no one wants the fucking BBC to be prominent on this place. Or Channel 4, any other places. All I'm going to say is look at certain kinds of convictions among people who worked among those agencies, and how many there are, and how many cover-ups there were of these convicted people, and you'll understand why I don't like them. But, you know, stuff like that. I mean, there's more talk about banning VPNs. Thankfully, I already have mine, so I'm protected from the hellscape. I'm not even sponsored, but if you are in the UK, you probably should get a VPN now, because you might not be able to later. Or make your own. Do whatever you can. Oh, God. I mean, looking at all this stuff's just really kind of... it's just knocked me down a peg, because it feels like I can't escape it, and I honestly might have to start taking some other measures to, like, really isolate myself from certain things a bit, certain news, because I just feel like things are getting worse. So I'm going to have to try and take some steps to kind of unplug a little bit. I'm going to try. I need to honestly stop looking at Twitter. The problem, I think, honestly, what I need to start doing is I need to start censoring my Twitter more. It was pretty non-political for a while, but even people who aren't political having to talk about stuff, because it's like it's getting that bad. So it's hard to really keep away from it, but I am going to have to try and find some ways to, you know, just for my mental health, because I'm getting worn out by it. I am. Actually, I'm getting very burned out by it. But... you know, I'm trying to focus on my setting creation, on, you know, doing my notes for my Dark Heresy game, which will be this week. Doing videos like this, which I'm going to try and make sure is ready for Tuesday. And just, in general, I'm gonna try my best to, you know, to really... keep my focus on the right stuff. I need to. I need to, otherwise it's just going to destroy me. I don't want to keep myself blind to everything, but at the same time, I need to unplug a little bit. I need to be able to look at things that enrich me and kind of, you know, give me ideas and really kind of make me feel inspired to create. I think that's a big one for me. So I guess a bit of a challenge in a positive way is I want to try and depict something for my setting, which I'm not confident I can properly do, but I'm going to try. I want to try and depict the dragoons for my setting, because I'm going to do a video on the Empire and the Empire of Dravania. One of their most famous things are the dragoons. I feel like I've got to try and put some art of them in there. I do. I feel like I've got to try and put some art of them in there. I've got to try and get something, because I think it just needed. It's a weird one, so I'm trying to blend sort of kind of a Mongolian Chinese kind of look with very cyberpunk kind of look as well. So Mongol Chinese cyberpunk. It sounds fucking weird, I know, but I have ideas in my head. It's just getting it to, like, it's just planning out how I want it all to look and make sense, you know? Because they are quite ornamented and that kind of thing. Maybe I might try and sketch, you know, and just try and sort of, for lack of a better term, throw lines at the page and see what sticks, you know what I mean? It might be just that's the best way. I've got a couple days off this week, so I might try and do that. Just try and sketch something up. I think those rough sketches, I feel quite good about those. When I can just, if I'm not doing clean lines, I'm doing like really rough kind of sketchy kind of stuff. That feels good to me to do. I think the thing is, when I paint stuff, I can paint clean. I can paint really clean lines and really clean stuff. Don't get me wrong, I have painted really clean stuff, but I love painting gritty stuff. I love painting grimy stuff. So I guess maybe I should try and embrace that a bit with my drawing. Draw the grime, draw the grit. In this case, a lot of angular stuff, you know. Maybe not angular stuff, maybe more like rounded, I suppose. Add some weathering in, maybe. I don't know, it'd probably be more sketch / line art rather than colouring. I would like to get to the point where I'm comfortable colouring, I just don't quite have it down right yet, honestly. It's a bit of a shame. But one day. Yeah, we're coming up to the end of the month, and I'll hopefully be able to do my driving theory, which will be one humongous weight off my back. I think I just need to get these weights off my back, these heavy, heavy weights I've got. These various tests I've got to do, and I need to get them off my back, because it's just weighing me down a bit. It's stressing me. Honestly, this month, I think this month's got a lot of things coming up that are worrying me a little bit. I guess the driving theory is worrying me a smidge as well. Although I'm doing okay in my mocks, honestly. So I think I'll be okay, honestly. I'm gonna keep going. Because I want to pass it. I want it. That's the thing. There's no external pressure. It is very much on me. I'm not even like close to being ready to do my practical. You know what I mean? I have time. I just want this out of the way, you know. So I managed to snag one this side of August, so we're gonna do it. But and then once that's over, then I'll have to focus on my other thing. But then when that's out the way, come what may, then I can take a breather a bit, because that's the important thing, I think. Honestly, it's just I just want. You know what I mean? You just want the time to move a bit quicker to get this shit out the way. And then I can actually rest. I is one thing. I'm tired, you know, in a way. I'm very tired. I think the couple days off this week did me good. And then, as for the rest, we'll have to see. We will. So well then, the practical driving won't be this side of the year anyway. It'll be probably next year, with how long it takes you to book them and stuff, and I'm not close to being test ready, so yeah. I think that side of things is going okay, which is good, because that's the thing that matters the most to me on that whole front. And like I said before, the whole art side of things, it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere at all. You know? And as much as sometimes I think, God, I kind of wish I had someone to edit stuff, I think I'm doing okay on the editing front, you know? I'm not making anything crazy complicated, so I don't have to worry too much about crazy complicated edits. I don't have to be Maxwell, you know what I mean? I don't have to be that good at editing. You know, I can be just me. It's okay. But, you know, I'm rambling, but yes, my entire brand. Rambling, and hope to God people want to hear me ramble. I do worry sometimes I'm not that good a creator. I'll be honest. I sometimes question how on earth I have anyone there at all, but I am very thankful for you all being here, because sometimes I really need that reassurance, you know? That comforting reassurance you all give me. I really need it sometimes, so thank you for that. Right, before I get sappy and whatever, I'm going to wrap it up. So thank you for joining me today, or tonight, whatever time it is for you. If you've somehow liked my little ramble, this is a bit more closer to my older ones, I know, but I just couldn't... I need to get it off my chest, you know what I mean? And this ended up being, I guess, how I wanted to do it. But if you did enjoy, a like would be very appreciated. A dislike's fine too if you want, I understand. But leave a comment either way. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what you do when you feel like the world's getting a bit much, you know? I will genuinely read them because I'm interested. And, do the hype thing if you're on mobile. All the other good stuff. Share it around. Yeah. Right. When I go live, you know where to find me. Live channel, Twitch, that kind of stuff. And, of course, do check out the Neo Eden archives, where a lot of my creativity is poured into. I hope you enjoy that stuff. Right. Good night. Good day. See you all in a bit. Bye-bye for now.